everybody, I'm Tara from Crooked Row.
I'm Christopher.
I'm Elijah.
And today is all about digging up our dahlias. Now we're a little late because we've had sickness and a loved one in the hospital, so we've actually been taking care of that. It is mid-December, sort of late December. We should have dug these up in early November, but you know, you do what you gotta do. So we're gonna dig them up today. I wanted to give a few pointers with digging up dahlias. We use a potato fork or a pitchfork just because when you start digging up your dahlia, it allows the dirt to fall off of it. And so you don't have to use a pitchfork or one of these forks. You can use a shovel. That's totally fine. But if you do, start out about 12 inches at least from your plant and start digging them, because you don't want to hit one of those tubers. If you cut the tuber now, that is not something that you can utilize for next year. I'm in a zone 6, so in zone 6 we have to dig up our dahlias, we have to wash them, which is what we're going to do directly after we're done, and you let them dry really well. And then I'm going to cut into them, which I highly suggest that you watch a Florette video on how to dig up dahlias and store them. She shows you exactly how to do that. I don't need to do that here. You can use Florette because she's a professional dahlia grower and I'm not. So follow Erin at Florette. She's awesome. Just go to florette.com and she has lots of videos on it. So, but that's what we're gonna do. And I store mine in plastic wrap, and just make sure to label, or you'll forget. You'll think you'll remember, but you'll forget. Yeah. So we're gonna get started. Let's go. Okay, well, that's done. So I think digging up dahlias is relatively easy, but we have super loose soil too. So if you have rougher soil or you have more compacted soil, it might take you a little more time. But I mean, that took us all of what, 20 minutes?
Yeah, and it was really a lot like digging up potatoes. It wasn't super hard. Yeah. One thing I got confused with was I thought it was like digging up tulips, and I started to like pull apart the dahlia bulbs. Yeah. Do not do that.
No.
It is nothing like a tulip. No. It is a much more complicated bulb.
Yes, yes. So. And again, I know I said this in the beginning, but look up florette.com to see how you actually cut them up to define them, or you can plant them as a big clump if you want to. I mean, the only reason why I'm going to cut them up is because I want more plants and I want them to keep growing. But so after we dug them up, we actually washed them, right?
We washed them in the tub.
In our tub, yeah, because it's too cold. Guys, we're in the late part of December. It is way too cold to use our hose.
Oh yeah.
And we also put it on our shelving unit in our laundry room,
so that it gets plenty of circulation. Yeah, yeah. That was actually his genius idea. Because I was gonna put them in the kitchen on like a wire rack, but we had too many bulbs. Like, what was I thinking? So he cleared off a space in our utility room for that. So that was really good thinking. So we're just gonna let them dry. And then in about a day or two, when I know that they're fully dry, and you want to make sure that they are fully dry because you don't want any mold or rot to set in, and you know, save them for next year. And so I will cut that after it's fully dry, and I'll divide them up. And I just take a permanent marker and write on the like little skin of the tuber what type it is, and then you just take out some plastic wrap and roll it in the plastic wrap, and then when it's fully covered, I add another one of the same kind and wrap until all that kind is fully wrapped, and then I just twist up the ends and I store them. I actually store ours in our attic. seems to work for us. Of course, you'll want to check on anything that you have in storage like midway through, so maybe in a month or so. And then in the spring we'll have another video on us planting dahlias. That's the fun part. Harvesting is actually the funnest. So, but I hope that you guys learned something. If you have any questions, put it below.
And if we can dig up dahlias, anybody can. Bye.